Hello friends, welcome to my newest video on my developer series blog, a ride management system application for trucks and service vehicles. This is made in Flutter and back for app. In past videos, we have covered the introduction, installation, creating UI, routers, data model, etc. In today's video, we are going to cover one very specific topic, how to switch between dark and light mode. So as you can see, this is a very popular feature most of the applications include by default. As you can see in this application, there is a button for toggle brightness. If you go to any other page and once you switch from dark mode to light mode or other way around, it stays the same. So this is the exact functionalities we are going to build in this application today. Now our object is clear. Let's go head out to the code. So if you recall in previous video, our main.dot file is where the application enter, and main.dot file is further calling an app.dot file here. That's where we have delegated all the UI entry level code into this file. Now in this file, we are creating a material app. So this is where you want to write your theme related code. So let's head out to your app.dot file. So as you can see in app.dot file is a stateful widget. First thing we want to inside that state class, first thing we want to call is a theme mode. So let's go create a variable theme mode is of type theme mode. Basically theme mode.system gets your platform device like mobile or any browser, whatever your defaults are, is going to get those default brightness settings. Now let's go define another function called use light mode. So as the name says, what this function does is switches your platform brightness to light mode. So basically theme mode.systems is going to take that in as an input, and I'm going to, there's an inbuilt method called platform dispatcher, and what it does, you can use this method to set up the platform brightness. So basically what I want to do here, platform brightness, and I'm going to set it to true. So basically is equals to, and let's say brightness.light, and theme mode.light equals to 2, and theme mode darkness equals to false. So basically, again, just to recap, what this function is doing, whatever your platform setting is, I'm going to make it light. So that means like, I'm just switching it to from dark mode to light mode. Not switching, actually just making it light. Now let's go. Now we have defined, just to recap, a function called use light mode. Let's go define a function, proper function, which handle the brightness. So is this function, what it does, it takes that function what we have just created as another function. So it's taking that function as a parameter here, and simply in handle brightness change, we want to call it a set state, and we will just change the setting. We'll actually toggle the settings from light mode to dark mode. All right, so set state theme mode equals to use light mode. And if use light mode equals to true, then make it light, otherwise, make it darker. All right. So this is the function handle brightness function is indirectly calling that use light mode, but by default, we are just going to call this handle brightness change. This is the main function which is going to toggle your UI in your application. Now we have defined our functions which handle the brightness changes at the app.dot level. Now let's go to the material app settings here. So inside that material app, as you can see, here you have to define your default theme here. So first time the application when it runs, because it doesn't know that what kind of settings you want. What it does here, you can initialize the theme, like you want it light or dark, whatever it is. So here you can manipulate it, and later on we'll include that functionality how to change it. So here simply these three, theme mode, theme, and dark theme. These three parameters to this material app build is going to define the default settings of your default brightness setting of your application. All right. So now because we want to give this functionality to user, that user should be able to toggle from or like switch the brightness on this application. So how to do that? So here what I'm going to do, all the individual pages like login pages or any other pages, I'm going to pass this function as a parameter here. So as you can see, look at the signature of this login dot file here. I'm going to simply pass this function handle brightness change as a parameter here. So idea is, again, these functions which handle the brightness, they are defined at the app.dot at the parent widget level, and I'm going to pass these functions to all the child widgets. So simply like same thing on the sign up route or any other sub pages where you want to include this functionality, you have to pass this function as a parameter to those sub pages constructor. So you will see that what I mean in a minute. So let's go to signup.dot file here. So inside that signup.dot file, as you can see, it's a stateful widget. So first we have to change this constructor so that it can accept that function as a parameter. Simply what you need to do, where it says super.key, where we are defining the constructor, just include that required, and include that functions what we have just passed. This handle brightness change. And next thing what you want to do, you have to define that function into your stateful widget. Otherwise it will not understand that it is accepting that, it is accepting function as a parameter into the application, into this state constructor. All right, that's simply all it takes. Now, again, same thing, same changes you have to apply to login.dot file or any other file where you want to include this function. We are going to pass this function. So far, my signup.dot file or login.dot file, we have defined this function. But this actual button which toggles the themes, that's defined somewhere else. So as you can see, and in this material app, what we are doing, we are simply creating a login bar here. Again, this is a custom component. So as you can see, this is a child widget of the signup.dot file. And intentionally, I have made a custom widget so that this navigation bar can be included in multiple pages. So that's the beauty of defining custom components. Define it once and you use it like, as many places as you want. As you can see, one more trick here, what I'm doing, I'm usually when you access a custom component, you just pass the context here. But here the trick is I am passing the context and the widget as a parameter. You will see that why I'm doing that. So when you access that custom login bar, you're passing context and you're also passing a widget entry here. So let's go to the definition. And here, as you can see, simply, I'm not going to go through the, all the icons what I've defined here. I'm just going to focus on the icon, which lets you toggle from, dark theme to light theme. So here, as you can see, let's go to that particular icon. So here, as you can see, this is an icon button. Very simple. There's no other code changes. The only thing I have written here is on pressed. So on the on press, when the on press is called, what I'm doing here, I'm just simply, I'm toggling the Boolean value, and then I'm calling that widget which has been passed. So widget dot handle brightness change. That's all it takes. So that's how you call it. You define it at the parent level, at the grandparent level. You define all those functions there, from app.dot to signup.dot and signup.dot to constant.dot. So that's how it flows, and that's the beauty of it. The reason you want to define all of this function at the grandparent level, because you change it from anywhere else, because you're changing the app state at the root level, is going to cascade through the rest of the application here. All right, so I think, these are the settings, these are only settings required. And because we have done it at the custom component level, let's go to the login.dot file here. Here, I don't think any other changes are required. So because I'm not recreating the app bar here, I'm just simply calling that custom component which we have defined and shared file. So no more changes are required. That's the beauty of it. And I think that's pretty much it. So all you need to do, pass this function as a parameter on your routes file, and simply, that's how you create this functionality which lets user toggle between light and dark modes. That's all I wanted to cover in this video today. Please stay tuned for more videos. Thank you very much.